Houston, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, checking in with the Wolverines head coach before the game. Ranked in the top 25 with high expectations to start the season, that Week 0 loss shocked everyone. With a bye week to look at their issues, try to get things corrected, this is a crucial game today. Can they be the team everyone thought they were before the season started? We'll find out today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Longhorns headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Fielded in the end zone. It's Chambers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Left side, it's Reynolds. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Quickly complete. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Here's Underwood. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Out wide left, it's Buchanan. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And Man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. Throwing, Underwood. Still looking. Chunked it away just as he was hit. And the misconnection on third down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Inside, it's Smothers. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
They're all over it. Got rid of it just in time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
Long way to go on second down. Straight ahead, it's Smothers. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Just got rid of that one.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with his target.
Punt is on its way. Trying to take it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Here's Underwood to throw. They'll run the screen. Turning it on. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. He's at the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And the extra point is good. And he's coming out of the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Hits inside. It's Riley. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Throwing Raiola. Left side, it's Riley. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Moves the pocket. It's Raiola. Right side, it's Riley. He breaks a tackle. Makes the tackle. They want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like, I'm thinking pass. I got to be locked in, and I got to see him, and as the linebackers have to see him and understand when the quarterback throws him the football, I got to break on it, and everybody's got to corral him because he's so dangerous after the catch.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Raiola. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
On the move. He's going to run it. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Here's Raiola to throw. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it inside the 15. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking for running room. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Out wide right, it's Marsh. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Underwood. Fires left. Got him downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Wolverines are flying down the field. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Got his man. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Right at the line. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
And the Wolverines back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
The one thing I love about this defensive coordinator is that he has a lot of different exotic looks. He's not just going to rush with 4. He's not just going to rush with 3. He's not just going to blitz linebackers. This guy's blitzing DBs.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Out wide left, it's Buchanan. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Here's Raiola to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Pulls it in. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Throwing Raiola. Moving out to the right. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Second and long here. To throw, it's Raiola. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Raiola to the air again. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Not a lot of room to field this one. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing, Underwood. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Under pressure. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
And that's a really good play by this defense, because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll move the wide receiver. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Left side is Marsh. On the move at the 30. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
You know what's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches.
Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total, as he now has 7 on the year.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the Georgia Southern Eagles.
Brings it back out to his own 29-yard line before going out of bounds, and his offense will have the ball there. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. From the gun on 3rd down, Raiola escapes the pressure going right. Just barely got rid of it.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Here's Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. Crosses the 45. There he goes to the right. The 20. Touchdown, Michigan. And the punishment has been extended.
Well, we know this offense can score points in a variety of ways. You saw it in the first half, and here we go in the second half. They're explosive. They've got playmakers all over the field, and they waste no time putting up another touchdown.
And the point after is good. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. sending the offense back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, if they have to get to work on this drive. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The play fake, Raiola. Look out! Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Raiola looking deep down the right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Long way to go on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. Right side, it's Buchanan. Touchdown, Michigan! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Hold and fire complete. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the back. Here's Raiola to throw. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Sets his feet. It's Raiola. Out wide right, it's Townsend. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Raiola to throw. Going over the top. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
And, man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Makes the grab. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Breaks into the open. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted to 4th down to keep the drive going. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
He's stopped. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Play action with Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Throwing Raiola. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Defenses understand I got to take away my throwing lanes and then react to that running back. What does the QB do? Checks the ball down, thinks his running back can make the play in space. The defense says absolutely not. Breaks on the football, gets him down on the ground, forcing the fourth down.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Raiola to throw for it on fourth. He's brought down, couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. From the gun, the ground game. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Tight end now in motion. They give it back to him. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job of getting him to the ground.
Underwood. He'll take a shot. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. You got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. And it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. But there's definitely a school of thought and nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
There he goes. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Here comes the heat. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
Here he comes with the return. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
First and 10.
The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Quick give. It's Smothers. Across the 45. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 10. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Second and long here. Might as well run him again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Underwood in the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fields the punt. Makes a move. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking downfield, it's Lacey. Rushes on. He gets away. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes...
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Turning it on. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. A pick six.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Here's a throw downfield late. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game.